Employers are required to provide each employee as they commence employment with a copy of the Fair Work Information Statement. Employers are also required at that time to be able to keep on file evidence that that Fair Work Information Statement has been provided. Employers are also required to have a copy of the award on site for employees to access without fear or favour. That's to ensure that employees can actually check up on their entitlements and that they're being paid correctly without going directly through the employer. The National Employment Standards are 10 minimum employment entitlements that all employees are entitled to. Employees that are covered by the NES are employees that are in the National Workplace Relations System, regardless of the award, registered agreement or employment contract that applies. The National Minimum Wage and the National Employment Standards make up the minimum entitlements for all employees in Australia. An award, employment contract, enterprise agreement or other registered agreement can't provide for conditions that are less than the national minimum wage or the National Employment Standards. They can't exclude the NES, which is the National Employment Standards. The 10 minimum entitlements of the National Employment Standards are maximum weekly hours of 38, requests for flexible working arrangements for people who have caring responsibilities for children and aged parents, An employment contract is an agreement between an employer and employee that sets out terms and conditions of employment. A contract can be in writing or verbal. A contract doesn't need to be a 16-page legal document, but can be a 2-page letter of offer that outlines the minimum terms and conditions of employment. Maintaining compliance and keeping up to date with legislation can be an extremely onerous task. The changes in the legislation and the awards happen frequently, and often employers can miss changes in awards in the event that they're not seeking these changes or subscribing to a service that provides those changes. If you don't keep up to date with changes, what can happen is that you fall behind in terms of terms and conditions for your employees, and often employees can be underpaid in the event that you're not keeping up to date with the award changes. It's also really important to incorporate any changes into appropriate policies and contracts of employment on an ongoing basis. A subscription service to a service like HR Advice Online helps to keep you up to date on a continuous basis to ensure that you always have the information that you need at your fingertips.